for you.
I'm not recording yet.
But it was a personal joke for you.
All right. Do you want to continue with your joke out of order of what I do? Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's episode of Ask Dad. Do you want to go or
No,
can I continue?
you do your thing. Do your thing, Debo.
Welcome to Ask Dad, a dad show not just for dads, but everyone that wants fatherly advice from a real dad. Whether you're here for the bad dad joke or to gain some insight, Will Snow is the man, the myth, and the legend in his own mind who knows all things. So please, welcome to today's episode of Ask Dad. Oops, they're laughing at you. So
Wow, it's a full ride today.
it is. Okay. Do you want
Little short on the intro music, though. I gotta say, kind of hit that a little quickly.
I did hit it quickly because you started telling a joke before I even started recording.
But
it's all facciated and it's all out of order. And I'm sorry, but my Capricorn brain does not approve.
But it was a joke just for you. I was
All
giving
right.
you.
So does that mean you're not going to tell our listeners your dad joke?
Well, okay.
Go on.
I can be persuaded. So I was saying that, opera singers are the most narcissistic of all entertainers.
Is that so?
It is, because they always warm up by saying, me, 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 me.
What the fuck?
See?
Oh, that was good. I did laugh.
Okay.
And
good.
it elicited a response that now makes this. I have to mark this one as explicit. Would you like my dad joke, Will Snow?
Absolutely.
This comes to me from my friend Saeed. Okay. What does James Bond's doorbell sound like?
I do not know.
Dong. Ding dong.
There you
for
go,
that one,
Saeed.
Saeed.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Oh, dear God. Okay. So, are we going to do the how to swear today? Would you like to pick the page and I'll read it with my illustrious, this is my infomercial voice?
Well, we could do that, but I actually read a book recently.
You did?
I did. It was about glue. I couldn't put it down.
Interesting. So now we tripled up on the dad joke. Do you have one for the end of the show?
Oh, I've got dad jokes.
Yeah, you are
I've
full.
got dad
You're
jokes.
full of something. All right. So then I'm going to open the.
How to swear?
Excuse me. Obviously, I haven't worked in a while. All right. How to Swear, an illustrated guide by Stephen Wildish. Don't touch my board. I need water. Stop. God. He's messing with my board. I'm back. All right. Get your mitts off my board. All right. I just hit him. I do not promote spousal abuse, but you never know.
Only when it's warranted.
Okay. Oh, wow. And the page that I opened up to in the How to Swear Illustrated Guide by Stephen Wildish was dick. All right. So, all right. Again, I haven't worked in a while. This is my infomercial voice. Dick is fairly limited in that it can refer directly to the penis or to someone being foolish or idiotic. The example, oi, my name is Dick, right? It actually says oi, and I assumed the accent.
It was perfect.
So the illustration, there's the penis,
The penis.
and down below the idiot, and then combined in the middle of the two is dick. Dick is a verb and a noun. The noun, he is such a dickhead. Verb. There's a verb and a noun in this one. He's dicking around with his dick out.
I've used that.
All right, etymology. Dick is derived from the name Richard, shortened to Rich, which then became Dick. It was used to refer to an everyman and eventually to refer to an unsavory character. It was only in the 1880s that military slang began using dick to refer to the penis.
Wow.
Old English, Richard. Modern English, dick.
Well, there you are.
Detective, dick. Penis cock, dickhead leads to idiot, dickwad, dicking about, dicked over, or clever dick, which then makes me think of the guy in Jurassic Park that called the velociraptor clever gal, and then she ate his face.
Well, there you are.
All right, and I'll save chapter 7 for another time.
Oh my, that was illuminating.
Doesn't that deserve some applause?
Well, I would do it, but I'm not supposed to touch the board.
Yet you always do. Oh, that's laughter too, and applause. There we go. Thank you to my fans. I know this is Will Snow's show, but thank you.
It's being moving in a good direction, though.
is.
I think an excellent direction.
Well, thank you. Is there anything you wanted to talk about today? Because I kind of had an idea based on the conversation I was having with my fabulous friend Donna the other day.
Well, fire away. I do have something to talk about, but you go first.
Okay, so maybe we'll talk about one in one show and one in another.
We could do that.
Okay,
And that's
so-
the benefit of a podcast. It's an amazing thing. You know,
is
it's like
amazing.
technology.
Oh,
Wow.
I love
I
technology.
do too.
We were talking about the seasons of life
Oh, the seasons of life.
and how each season is different, each mood is different, each desire to do something in that precious moment can be different from something just last week, last month, last year, and how to embrace it. So I'd like your Will Snow dad fatherly input on seasonal moods and yeah.
Well, you know, this is life. It changes all the time. And we have a choice every day that we live to whether or not, again, this is the be in the moment. Your life is not static. It changes. The experience that we have in life, the perspectives that we have in life change over time. There are very few things that remain constant. And this is what we are experiencing in every day. And we have to be in the moment and embrace it. Embrace where we are. Embrace who we are. Embrace what our bodies are doing that day, what they look like, what they feel like, the relationships that we have. What are they today? And be in that moment and really not try to be somewhere else, someone else, something else. Just embrace the moment that you're in and be in this precious present. We talked about that a lot. And seasons of change, it's interesting. It really is. There are, experiences that we have both had where you feel like you're never going to get anywhere. You're in a rut that you cannot see the outside of, and it's going to be forever. And it isn't.
Right.
It isn't. And you're always have that capacity to change. But in the moment, just instead of worrying about what that change is going to be and what that's going to look like in the future, just be where you are. Embrace it. So maybe you are on the bottom of a rut at this particular moment. But let it be a beautiful rut. Let it be the most gorgeous rut you've ever been in. Dirty and sludgy, and embrace it because it's where you're at that moment. But it's not forever.
And embracing it is what can be the catalyst for change and growth.
That's right. That is absolutely correct. The key to changing your situation is, I think, in general, to be immersed in your current situation. Accept it, embrace it, and then something will automatically appear and say, okay, you've done this moment. You can move to a different moment.
Yeah, absolutely. I know for myself, I was feeling a struggle over the last year with regards to my fitness. So, and I know that this is not, like a big life changing, season, if you will.
And I will.
Thank you. I was waiting for that. That's a thing. If I say if you will, the proper response is and I will. Anyway. So one of the parts something that I love is being active every day. And I swim still every day with a master's team, and I love it. I train not to compete anymore because competing is not in this season of my life. I just do it because I love to do it. And something else that I did for years was aerial fitness, like think Cirque du Soleil, the aerial hammock and, suspension exercises and the Lyra, and absolutely loved it, had a great time. And when we moved, I just wasn't motivated to find that anymore. And I was struggling with why is this not something that I want to do anymore? And I was realizing that, you know what, I want to be outside more. As much as I love that fitness, I want to find something else to enjoy the beauty of being outside because, I work all day inside. I'm just, everything that I do is indoors other than the swimming, which I absolutely love and I'm at total peace at. So I was like, so you and I, we had a nice long conversation trying to figure out, well, what is it that you want to do? And I realized there's other ways to be active and still get the fitness results that I want, but enjoy the things that I love. So I started taking English riding lessons again.
Ah, yes.
Because I love riding horses. And I grew up riding since I was a kid, but I always rode Western. And then in your beautiful Will Snow brain, you said, have you ever tried riding English? It's
so much fun.
So much. So I took my first lesson. I was like, wow, I haven't used these muscles in a really long time. But it was wonderful and beautiful. And I was outside doing what I love, feeling the sun and the breeze, and it was great. So thank you for that.
Oh,
and their fuzzy muzzles. God, I love their
noses. No, it's and again, this is a season of change, right? Yeah. This is and in embracing the fact that I used to run. Yeah. I loved running track. I ran cross country. I ran track. I enjoyed it a lot. And I had no illusions that I was going to do it beyond, when I did it. Mm-hmm. But I don't run at all anymore. I can't stand running. It's the worst. Sorry,
Is it the worst?
Sorry, Dana. Sorry.
You said Dana?
The Run podcast.
Oh, right. Amy and Dana.
Amy and Dana's podcast.
Which we love their podcast.
We do.
Run, Eat, Drink. They're amazing.
And I highly recommend listening to it. It's a very brilliant podcast, very inspirational for us.
It really is.
But, but I'm not going to run.
I'm no longer going to run either, but that's just because, when I was training for the 70.3 in 2014, and then I tore the labrum in my hip and...
Yeah, but so then what, I still like the concept of the fitness and, the cardio work and all of that stuff. That's very important. I've been doing it forever, and so, I'm looking for something new, something different, something that meets my needs, but is giving me a different look and different feel. And ended up, I was actually introduced to studio cycling, which I never thought anything about. I'm like, I'd heard about it, the spin, and I didn't really think too much of it. But I'd never done it, of course.
Right.
So, nothing like, developing an opinion of something without ever actually doing it or trying it. Right. Oh, I hate this. Well, have you ever actually seen this? Well, no, but right. So I got introduced to this by someone that I was actually dating at the time. And we weren't really dating. It wasn't a dating thing. We were
understandable.
I was odd. That was an odd relationship. Anyway,
We can talk about that another time, listeners.
or never.
Or whatever you want, because we are an open book. We talk about everything in our lives.
But I met the coolest human
Queen
being.
of studio cycling.
G.I. Jess in Southern California. Oh my
Can't wait to
God.
meet her.
Oh, she is just an amazing person. So much fun, so free, and just and really. I remember the first time I did this, I was like a wet rag on the floor afterwards. So I was like, okay, now that's not going to happen. I'm going to do it again. And so the next time I was also a wet rag on the floor. The third time that I did it, and it was still a wet rag on the floor, I was like, okay, I got to get. I felt like, okay, I have to get better at this.
Sure.
I have to be able to ride 45 minutes on a bike that goes nowhere and be able to and I got hooked, and I've enjoyed it ever since. And it's a wonderful workout. It's always new and interesting.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I don't have a studio out here that I've been able, since I've moved, that I've been in really had that same
find
kind of
that-
relationship
Yeah,
with.
to find that home base.
Yeah, so doing the Peloton, which is fun, and it's fun. But I do miss again,
Social.
I do miss that social interaction, because that was the coolest. That was the coolest thing when you're dying in a workout and you're like on your last gasp, and you see somebody else up there struggling right next to you. Boy, it just gets you. It gets you up. You're like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna finish this right. So much fun. Much fun. And thank you, Jess. Really appreciate it.
Shout out to G.I. Jess.
Absolutely. And Adam. Adam was the individual. He actually just turned 55.
Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. Yeah, this is such a great guy. And just beautiful human beings. I love them all so very, very much. So here's a shout out to Studio CDM. And
We've had quite a few shout outs today. So we've got a shout out to G.I. Jess at Studio CDM. We have a shout out to the Run, Eat, Drink podcast with Amy and Dana.
a shout out to Saeed.
Shout out to my boy Saeed. Thank you so much for the dad joke. Shout out to Donna for the topic at hand.
Which I think we probably didn't really do a great job with. So Donna, if you ever want to come in and correct us on this, you can.
Please do so.
Please feel free to do so.
Well, you can correct Will Snow, even though he thinks he knows all things.
No, I do
but
know
don't
all
tell
things.
him.
No, I actually do know all things.
Sure. Yeah. And I ended going just a quick quip, going back to it's such a different thing when you're in a studio with people riding together, which I know you can get that somewhat on the leaderboard of Peloton. Mm-hmm. But that's what I was missing for the last year, not having a swim team and swimming on my own.
Yeah.
So it's nice to be with a team again.
The only time I'm on anywhere near the top of a leaderboard on Peloton is when I'm
by yourself, riding alone.
Don't
tell anyone I said
when
that.
when I'm doing a cool down ride and I'm going hard. The cool down, so I can get to the top of the leaderboard because everybody else is resting now.
But
I dominated that cool down.
Oh, you did. Will Snow, the man who knows all things, especially when to cool down.
Yeah, well, when you're still sweating after the shower, you know that maybe I should have done that cool down in the proper way.
Yeah. Don't listen to the exercise physiology wife. She knows no things.
Oh. This little passive aggressive.
Was that passive aggressive?
A little passive aggressive there. Love.
Oh, okay. Here. I will no longer be passive aggressive. Okay. That was the magic sound. Okay. I have a question if you're ready for a question.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. I am ready.
All right. Catherine from Huntington Beach, California.
Hi, Catherine.
Hey, Catherine. Thank you so much for your email.
This is Southern California Day.
Yeah, yes, right. G.I. Jess and now Huntington Beach. Okay. She says, "Hi, Will. I am a 45-year-old woman, and I've been in a relationship for nearly 15 years. Lately, I've got to move my monitor. All right, here we go. lately, ow, and now I hit my glasses on the, I'm so sorry, Catherine. Let's start this over.
Catherine,
from Huntington Beach,
we're not doing well
California.
with you here today. No, it's okay.
All right. Hi,
patient.
Will. Yes. I'm a 45-year-old woman, and I've been in a relationship for nearly 15 years. Lately, I've realized that I feel completely unfulfilled and emotionally disconnected from my partner. It's as if we're just going through the motions. There's no intimacy, and I can't remember the last time I truly felt happy or supported by them. Oh, I'm sorry, Catherine. I feel trapped because I'm scared of what leaving might mean for my life at this stage. How do I decide whether it's worth trying to salvage this relationship, or is it time to let go and start over? I don't want to regret wasting more years feeling like this. Wowza, have I been there, Catherine? That is an amazing question. Thank you so much. I completely understand how you're feeling, but let's let the Master Will Snow talk about this.
Well, Catherine, thank you very much for the question. And that is a tremendously challenging situation. And honestly, I have to say my best piece of advice is absolutely to remain in that relationship and try to make it work out because, you've already committed so much time to it what?
Are you talking about the opposite of sunk cost, which we talked about a while back?
Oh.
Why are you being so snarky, sarcastic? Are we in the bizarro world
We're in the
today?
sarcasm.
Oh, the sarcasm. So we just watched Inside Out 2 and, the sarcasm. I do not like the sarcasm.
Okay. Well, let's go. Let's do some magic here.
Okay. Exactly. That's what you deserve. Just quit fucking with my board. All right.
Now you've got to. Now it's a double explicit.
Oh, it's just
explicit.
explicit. It's not. Is there a swear word or is there not a swear word? There's no in between. It's either explicit or it's not. And lately, we've been explicit, and I completely support that.
Well, but our younger listeners are going to be put off by our
I doubt it. I'm sure they've heard it. So
I think
please,
they've heard
let's
worse.
this is about
Okay,
This is about
Catherine. No,
Catherine,
Catherine.
and we are not going to go into the sarcasm.
Okay,
So
I will
continue.
stay out of the sarcasm. Now, Catherine, you're talking about making life decisions based out of what?
Fear.
There you go. And when you're making decisions out based off of fear, I'm afraid that of losing what I've, built to this date. Well, that's a fear reaction and that's a fear decision, and it never usually works out very well. In fact, I could say that it never works out. What I would recommend is possibly, depending on how communicative you are in this relationship, possibly going to couples therapy and talking about it and talking about what needs you have and what needs are not being fulfilled, and maybe hearing from your partner as well what needs they have that are not being fulfilled. And it's absolutely, as we discussed, sometimes you're in a rut and you can't see any way out and you feel trapped. And so, you have to really lean into that moment, that situation, and really look at it honestly, and don't make the decision out of fear. Make your decision out of love, self-love, that says, am I just throwing good time, more of my precious time after time that I've already committed. This is the sunk cost philosophy. This is a sunk cost decision again. But if there is something there that you feel is salvageable in any way, shape, or form, and that there's something valuable there, I think it's very much worth the time and effort to try to maybe get a third-party opinion through someone who is a licensed couple therapist to see if there's a way to rebuild that communication between you and your significant other.
Absolutely. And just my thought, if it turns out that there's not, and that season of relationship has, lived its beautiful life, that means that there's a new season coming. So,
and it's okay to let go. Yeah. It's absolutely okay. I know there are society. Oh,
Hard,
it is,
painful,
yeah,
all of the
but that's
things.
part of growth.
It is.
That's
Change is growth.
change is growth, and it's it's beautiful. It's wonderful. It is an amazing thing, and it makes you feel fully alive to be in that seeing that new season emerge. And so we're not disparaging the old season.
Correct.
It's just it's over.
Yeah.
And it's time to see something new. Now, I think that you want to talk about this a little bit too, don't you?
Me? Well, I was just thinking, when we're talking about seasons of change and Will Snow knowing all things, that winter is coming. If you know, you know. Yeah, no, you said everything. I mean, wow. I was absolutely in those relationships. I was in one for 9 years, and it was one of those things. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave because I was afraid. I don't know. I think back, what was I afraid of? Because where I am now is sure not where I was. And I think for me, the fear was more of, but I love him, and that's it, and I'll never love again, and who am I if I'm not with this person? Because I put all of myself into what that relationship was, which is also not healthy. And then after that, I was in another relationship for a while, which, oh my God, you ever look back at your relationships and like, what the actual was I freaking thinking? So anyway, that's a whole other podcast for another time. But
Well,
I
we've
remember
experienced all
Yeah,
sorts of things,
yeah.
all sorts of different flavors of relationships,
Yes,
and
we
that's good. That's
And
actually really interesting,
is,
right?
it
Life's a
is.
smorgasbord here, right?
it is, and everything we were brings us to where we are now.
That's right, the invisible string theory.
Yes. So I remember 2 years into the relationship, I was done and I was ready to be out of it, but I, had been laid off from work, and I was afraid of, will I be able to make it on my own? And, I loved this person once and they loved me once, and I'm sure we can make it work. And of course, it was me trying to convince myself of many things that did not exist. And when I finally got to the point that I was beyond done, I was so ready to get out of the relationship. There was no more fear. There was just determination. Like, I am not living a healthy, happy, loving life, open, sun shining type of life in that relationship. I was actually drowning. And when I finally realized that, I was like, yep, it's time to go. No matter what happens, this is the path that feels right to me.
So, Catherine, I want to say you're not alone.
Yeah, you're not.
And I really applaud you for taking stock of your situation and being willing to, open yourself up to the knowledge and, that this is not working for me.
Right.
What can I do about this at this point in time? And you owe it to yourself to do so. This is your journey. This is your life. This is your time. And if you choose to spend that time with somebody else, it's still your time.
Yeah.
And and you have to have great love. You don't have to, but I would suggest that the better way to go is to be loving to yourself.
Yes.
And showing yourself that love and compassion.
Yeah.
And that and in doing so, the situation will be, the solution will be revealed.
Yeah. And that's exactly it. Loving yourself and having the courage to do what's best for you. And I know I say this all the time, but it's that if we've learned anything from flight attendants and being on airplanes, it's to put your mask on before you help others.
That's correct.
And I know there are shows that joke about it and stuff, but it's actually very true. And the other thing that I want to say is, at this stage in life, you're still just beginning.
No.
Because I remember having that thought, what if this is as good as it gets? What if this is it? And that is not the case. I can guarantee it. because when you love yourself and you commit to that relationship to yourself, it opens up an entire world of
Possibilities.
and opportunities. And you know, that's where I was when I was around 45. I was like, is this it? Is this as good as it gets? And then I went through my own journey of self-healing and self-love and therapy and figuring out who I was and what I wanted. And then the next thing you know, I met Mr. Will Snow, and here we are.
And here we are.
So Catherine, thank you. You are definitely not alone.
All right. So, shall we close up
Close it
here?
out? Sure, absolutely. So do you
This has
have,
been a long
it
episode.
has. Do you have another dad joke?
Well, I
You hear
do.
his papers mishing around in the background? Okay.
You know, and it's, you know, do you know the weather out here has just been ridiculous? I gotta say, you know, and to all the survivors and people who are dealing with everything with Hurricane Helene, it has just been unbelievable.
Yeah.
But you know what's even worse than when it's been raining cats and dogs?
Go on.
When it's hailing taxis.
Oh my God. For the love of everything.
Come on. Is that but a sad trombone? There we go.
There it is. Oh, for the love of. Okay.
But you like the lead in? The lead into the joke? Talking about a current event, making it topical.
Oh, okay. Sure. Okay.
Okay. Or we could call it tropical.
Oh, for the love, Jesus, shut. I'm looking through my plethora. Do you like that word?
I do.
Dad jokes. Here's one from Mom.
Oh, Mom.
Yeah, Mom sent
sent
me
a
this.
joke.
She did. She
Hey,
said,
Mom.
Hey, Mama.
Here, shout out to Mama.
Shout out to Mama. She said, I relabeled all of the jars in my spice rack. Well, she said, Dad, okay, let me rephrase. Dad relabeled all of the jars in her spice rack. She said, he's not in trouble yet, but the time is cumin.
There you go. The time is cumin. Okay.
Cumin or
That's
cumin.
Get it.
Even though it's pronounced cumin, but
Hit it.
time.
Hit it. There you go.
See, they love me because it's my board. Okay.
That's right.
All righty. Thank you for that, Mom. Thank you to Catherine. Thank you to G.I. Jess, to Donna, Saeed, to
Adam.
to Amy and Dana, and to all the people. And thank you to all of our listeners for tuning in to Ask Dad. Remember, it's a dad show, not just for dads, but for everyone that wants fatherly advice from a real dad. Whether you're here for the bad dad joke or to gain some insight, I'm reading the intro again. Let's start over. He still doesn't know the buttons on the board. So we're starting this over, and I won't edit it out because this is just who we are.
Well, this
Thanks,
is true.
everyone, for tuning in to Ask Dad, the show of fatherly advice for all with a smattering of bad dad jokes. The love is real and the man is real, so we'll see you next time. Until then, continue to send us your dad jokes and questions to Will at I Will Ask Dad, so we can talk about it all. We can talk about the good, we can talk about the bad, and we can talk about the dad. Oh, and before, remember, on our website, iwillaskdad.com, you can read the first few chapters of Will's book, Rescue Cat.
Yay. Your rescue cat. Very good.
Very good. Great book.
As if I say so myself.
He does.
And I do.
So here we go. We are just all out of sorts today. Happy day, listeners. Thank you.